Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jules and we are here to talk about what I'm going to be reading in the month of August. August is my birthday month. So not only is it my birthday month, but it is also my daughter's birthday month and my husband's birthday month. All of our birthdays are almost exactly a week apart. So we each get to pick where we want to go for our birthdays and then we go out to dinner. So it's kind of nice because we don't go out to dinner very often because let's be honest, it's expensive. But for the month of August, for 3 weeks in a row, the evening of our birthday, we always go out to dinner. So it is always a fun time. I am actually going to do my very first live sprints on my channel for my birthday. So birthday sprints, if you will. So, and actually another booktuber, Leah, also has a birthday in August and she's going to be doing birthday sprints. So we're having birthday sprints on the 15th. My birthday is actually on the 17th. So that'll be a fun little lead up to my birthday. I'm going to have Wendy and Leah Beth join me for my very first ever live reading sprints because it may be a hot mess express. I don't know. And then Leah is doing birthday sprints. Her birthday sprints are going to be on Sunday, August 11th. And I believe that's at 7 p.m. Central Time, 8 p.m. Eastern. That's what she's on. So I will be on her channel for her birthday sprints as well. So I will be sure to share those links on my community tab so that anybody that wants to join us can join us to celebrate for our birthdays and do a little reading. So for the month of August, I am not setting a outlandish TBR. I'm actually just going to mood read. So besides the few book clubs that I have, and if I get to it, I do. If I don't, I don't. I'm really just going to take all the pressure off this month and we are just going to have a good mood reading month. With that out of the way, the first thing I always start with is what readathons I'm going to be doing. And I'm very excited for a readathon that is happening on Gwen's Patreon. And it is going to be a Goosebumps readathon. You know I love my Goosebumps. That is going to be from August 1st through August 5th. So you don't have to specifically read Goosebumps book. It's just a Goosebumps themed, but there are certain prompts and you can pretty much read whatever kind of book you want to read that fits those prompts. But you know, I have a big collection of Goosebumps books back here. So I'm going to choose my TBR from that collection, and I am actually going to read a Goosebumps book for every single prompt. So I am obviously going to vlog for that Goosebumps readathon, and my daughter is going to also join me for that reading vlog. So she's going to do the readathon with me, and we are going to vlog. I'm not showing what books I'm reading for the Goosebumps readathon because we're actually going to vlog us choosing the books out of our collection. So you'll have to wait and see when that vlog comes out. This will be the first like full vlog that she's going to be in with me. So I'm sorry if you hear my dog behind me. He's like walking around, tip-tapping and shaking and making all kinds of noise back here. Are you done, bro? Anyway, so I'm very excited for that, and I hope that you guys are very excited to see that. So look forward to that coming out. If you are interested in participating in this, join Gwen's Patreon. Love her. She has an amazing Patreon. Everyone is so nice in there. She has the most creative things. We do gift exchanges, postcard exchanges. We have readathons. We have extra read-alongs. Like, it's just a good time. So I will link her information if you would like to join her Patreon. Okay, my second readathon that I'm going to be doing is for another Patreon, and that is for Liv's Patreon. Also a wonderful Patreon, wonderful group of people. So I will link her information in the description as well. So let me go ahead and tell you what I'm reading because I already know what I picked out for her readathon. So I won't tell you what the prompts are because, you know, this is a Patreon readathon, so I don't want to give anything away, but I will just tell you what books I'm planning on reading for that. And I will be vlogging for that readathon as well. So we are doing a Summerween readathon. This will be my second Summerween readathon that I'm doing. It is going to be from August 19th through August 25th. So the books that I am going to be reading, I'm going to be reading Autumn Crow High, Fresh Hell by Cameron Chaney. So he actually has a middle grade Autumn Crow. This was a really fun one. So this is his other book that he did. It's It's obviously a little bigger, but excited to finally get to this one. I meant to read this for Old School April, and I never got to it. I am also going to be reading Babysitter Bloodbath by Regina Watts. Actually, most of these books that I am reading for this, I wanted to read in Old School April, and I never got to them. So it's a good time for it. I'm also going to be reading Tastes Like Candy by Ivy Tholen. I love this cover. It is so pretty. And then I'm going to be reading Ghost Girl by Ali Melaninko. I don't know how you say it. So that is what I'm going to be reading for my summerween. And I'm very excited for this because this is totally going to get me ready for fall. Because let's be honest, I'm ready for fall already. I don't know about anybody else. Readathons aside, let's talk about my book club picks. So in July, I was supposed to read Tower of Dawn, so that in August, I can read Kingdom of Ash. So my goal is to try and read this the beginning of August so that I can get to Kingdom of Ash before the end of August. Cross your fingers. Okay, so moving on to the book clubs or Patreon reads that I would like to get to. Again, if I get to these, I do. If I don't, I don't. But I do have most of these on hand. So we shall see. So for the Sleep When I'm Dead book club, this is Jess's book club. We are reading What Have You Done by Sherry Lapina. I do not have a copy of this, so I'm sure I'll either get it on audio or on my Kindle. So the synopsis of this is: the teenagers get their kicks telling ghost stories in the old graveyard. The parents trust their kids will arrive home safe from school. Everyone knows everyone. Curtains really twitch. Front doors are left unlocked. But Diana Brewer isn't lying safely in her bed where she belongs. Instead, she lies in a hayfield circled by vultures, discovered by a local farmer. How quickly a girl becomes a ghost. How quickly a town of friendly, familiar faces becomes a town of suspects, a place of fear and paranoia. Someone in Fairhill did this. Everyone wants answers. So, sounds good. So the only book I have read from this author so far is Not a Happy Family, and I loved it and gave it 5 stars. So I am hoping this one is just as good. For Gabby's book troop, we are going to be reading I Was a Teenage Slasher by Stephen Graham Jones. A quick synopsis of this says: it's the summer before senior year for best friends Tolly Driver and Amber Dennison. They're not in the marching band, they're not in the FFA, they don't really count. Amber's the only native student in town, and Tolly's only on the radar due to his father's recent death. This is all about to change. Bodies are going to be dropping fast in this small West Texas town. For a few unbearably hot days that will resonate through the decades and even get made into a TV movie, Tolly and Amber will be famous, notorious even. Finally, everyone will know their names. So this is a new release. It just came out. I got this in my aardvark box, so I am excited to check it out. And then for Gwen's Patreon, our August pick is Two Sides to Every Murder by Danielle Valentine. And this says: most people's births aren't immortalized in a police report, but Olivia was born during the infamous Camp Lost Lake murders. 17 years later, her life looks pretty perfect until she discovers the man she calls dad is not her biological father. Now she needs answers about her bloodline, and the only place she knows to look is Camp Lost Lake. Most people don't spend their formative years on the run with an alleged murderer, but Reagan did. In the court of public opinion, her mom was found guilty of the deaths at Camp Lost Lake, and both of them have been hiding ever since. But Reagan believes in her mother's innocence and is determined to clear her name. Luckily for Olivia and Reagan, Camp Lost Lake is finally reopening, providing the perfect opportunity to find answers. But as they inch closer to the truth, someone is dead set on keeping their past hidden, even if it means committing murder. So I am very excited to read this one with all my owls. We are also doing a monthly read-along for the Inheritance games. So in August, we are going to be continuing in that and reading the Hawthorne Legacy. I still need to pick up the Inheritance games. That is set for me to pick up here this weekend. So I have to have it read by next Wednesday. So I will get it read. And then Gwen's Patreon is also going to be reading Death on the Nile by Agatha Christie. I have not read an Agatha Christie book before, so I am kind of excited, not really sure if I'm going to like it, but I'm going to give it a try. So that is on my list to possibly get to also in August with them. And then Jess and Liv are going to be co-hosts on the Lights Out book club. I'm going to be reading Incidents Around the House by Josh Mallerman. So also just got this in my Book of the Month box. I figured since they are reading it, I'll go ahead and jump on that and read that with them. So this one says, To 8-year-old Bella, her family is her world. There's Mommy, Dado, and Grandma Ruth, but there's also Other Mommy, a malevolent entity who asks her every day, "Can I go inside your heart?" When horrifying incidents around the house signal that Other Mommy is growing tired of asking Bella the question over and over, Bella understands that unless she says yes, her family will soon pay. Other Mommy is getting restless, stronger, bolder. Only the bonds of family can keep Bella safe, but cracks in her parents' marriage are starting to show. The safety Bella relies on is about to unravel, but Other Mommy needs an answer. So, excited to read this. And then Gwen has had a bingo board for our Patreon that we have been working on for the last couple of months. So the bingo board is from June through August. And so I've been reading books and marking those off. And I have a handful of things that I need to complete because I'm going all out on it. So I'm not just trying to get a bingo. I'm trying to get a blackout board. So I'm literally want the whole board done. So some of the prompts, I'm not going to tell you what the prompts are because obviously that is privy to the Patreon. So these are just books that will fill those prompts. So these are things that I'm going to try and get to. As I said, I'm mood reading. So I'm just going to pick these up as I pick them up. If I don't get them read, I don't get them read. So the first one is Dead Letters. It's Episodes of Epistolary Horror by Jacob Stephen Moore. So these are just horror stories told through letters. Then I'm going to pick up Starfish by Lisa Phipps. So this is a story told in verse, and it's basically about a girl who gets bullied about her weight. Then I'm going to pick up First Lie Wins by Ashley Elston. I have had this on my shelf for a while. This says, the identity comes first, Evie Porter. Once she's given a name and location by her mysterious boss, Mr. Smith, she learns everything there is to know about the town and the people in it. Then the mark, Ryan Summer. The last piece of the puzzle is the job. Evie isn't privy to Mr. Smith's real identity, but she knows this job isn't like the others. Ryan has gotten under her skin, and she's starting to envision a different sort of life for herself. But Evie can't make any mistakes, especially after what happened last time. Evie Porter must stay one step ahead of her past while making sure there's still a future in front of her. The stakes couldn't be higher, but then Evie has always liked a challenge. And then I am planning on picking up Gone Girl by Gillian Flynn. This has been around for a while, so surely people know about it. But it says, who are you? What have we done to each other? These are the questions Nick Dune finds himself asking on the morning of his 5th wedding anniversary when his wife Amy suddenly disappears. The police suspect Nick. Amy's friends reveal that she's afraid of him, that she kept secrets from him. He swears it isn't true. A police examination of his computer shows strange searches. He says they weren't made by him. And then there are the persistent calls on his mobile phone. So what did happen to Nick's beautiful wife? And then I'm going to pick up A Novel Love Story by Ashley Poston. This is a long synopsis. I'm going to try and cut it down some, but... Eileen Merriweather loves to get lost in a good happily ever after, the fictional kind anyway, because at least imaginary men don't leave you at the altar. She feels safe in stories, at home in books, which might be why she's set on going to her book club's annual retreat this year. She needs good friends, cheap wine, and grand romantic gestures no matter what. So basically her car unexpectedly breaks down. She ends up in this town called Storyton. It feels like home. It's perfectly frozen, trapped in the late author's last unfinished story. So basically she's there to finish writing this story, if you will. And there's a Grumpy Sunshine romance, I think, in this. But anyway, so I'm anxious to get to this. Mixed reviews on it. Some people have loved it. Some people have not loved it. So, and then I'm going to try and pick up Positively Poisonous. This is a Witch of Edgehill. It's a series. This has a long synopsis too. So I'm going to just try and, shorten it down. But every town has its secrets, but no one has a secret like hers. Amber Blackwood, lifelong resident of Edgehill, Oregon, has earned a reputation for being a semi-reclusive odd duck. Her store, the Quirky Whisker, is full of curiosities from extremely potent sleepy teas and ever-burning candles to kids' toys that seem to run endlessly without the aid of batteries. The people of Edgehill think of the Quirky Whisker as an integral part of their feline-obsessed town, but most give Amber herself a wide berth. Amber prefers to keep her secret safe. The secret's thrown into jeopardy when Amber's friend is found dead. A vial of headache tonic from Amber's store clutched in her hand. So... anyway, we get the gist. It's a paranormal cozy. Love it. I'm here for it. Okay. There will obviously be cozy vlogs happening, because they do. So we can expect 1 or 2 a month from me. So I don't know what cozies I'm going to read yet. I do know I want to continue in the Seaside Cafe series by Brie Baker. This will be the 3rd book in the series. So I want to pick that up for sure. And then I just kind of want to mood read my cozies. So I will definitely have a vlog, you know, with my mom's cozies, and I may do another themed cozy vlog. I'm not sure what theme yet, so that's why I haven't picked those yet. Again, just gonna mood read whatever I'm feeling like. So I'm definitely gonna vlog Goosebumps. I'm definitely vlogging Summerween. I'm definitely gonna have 1, probably 2 cozy mystery vlogs coming out. And then I don't know, I may vlog the week between like my birthday and my daughter's birthday, because I know we're planning on doing like a little spa day thing. So that's my plans. I'm just gonna roll with it. We're rolling with it in August. Make sure that you are subscribed and your notifications are on so that you do not miss any of the vlogs that I have coming out and all my thoughts on the books that I'm planning on getting up to. But let me know in the comments below what your most anticipated read for August is. Hopefully I will see some of you around on my birthday sprints or Leah's birthday sprints. And until my next video, friends, be yourself, be awesome, be kind.